Hello my beloved Arena Breakout players. Today I'm going to give you updates, news about stuff that is happening within Kimona, but also outside of it. I'm going to highlight some stuff that is coming from creators and then also check and talk about stuff happening on the official Arena Breakout Discord. Let's go! First of all, we have our boy iStream, who seems to have lots of fun with his newly purchased bike, but he's also fully back into Arena Breakout because, he was trying other stuff and he was obsessed with Dark and Darker, but now it seems like he's pretty much back to Arena Breakout, not full time, but most of his time is spent around the game. Yesterday, he announced an event for the new and upcoming Farm Storm mode, Foggy mode. Obviously, it's going to be a thermal map, and he is offering a chance to compete against Kais. It was actually Trace yesterday, but he replaced the main guy, the main character, to be Kais. So basically, he wants the small creators below 5,000 subs to compete against Kais, and the person who is going to walk out with the highest loot value in this new game mode, solo, without using Fall or MK14, is going to have a chance to win huge amount of bonds. I don't think that anyone is going to beat Kais, especially not because thermals are allowed. I suck with thermals, okay? I would have loved this a tiny bit more if it's like strictly no thermal, no high-end guns, solo, and then trying to hunt thermal players. But generally speaking, I love that Ice is back in action and he's doing again something for the community. Other than that, he started the 1 versus 1 series where basically 2 creators or 2 players are clashing with each other and then iStream reacts. I think it's pretty badass, pretty nice. Watch these episodes. We have Kais versus Ramba, we have episode with Umed from Armory, we have a sniper stuff with Semivan, and who knows, maybe at one point I'm gonna be featured. Bring it on, shoot the subscribe, shady stuff. Jumping over to Raging Crow, who exceeded 50,000 subs a couple of weeks back maybe. His content is still highly seeked with all of that fun he's doing. Not just the videos, also his live streams are really enjoyable and he's always putting in the right energy, very entertaining, definitely someone worth watching. On the other hand, he's a bit still depressed deep inside that his most favorite map, Port Lockdown, has been removed, and I can understand him. At the end of the day, that was his main map. And on top of that, he has additional concerns, problems, issues, topics, things, stuff that he wants to talk about. So yesterday, he dropped a video, The Truth About Arena Breakout and Dev Interview, in which he explains all of that. Definitely must watch, guys. Definitely don't miss out because he's been spending so much time collecting his thoughts and then squeezing it all into one video. He's breaking it down to the very detail, and I'm sure that if you're gonna watch this video, there's gonna be tons of stuff, many topics that you can relate to, so don't miss out. Check it out. Check it out! Next up, Kiwi, a guy that has been almost forgotten by now, but look at that. Look at that, boys. He is live. At the moment, when I'm recording, he is live saying, finally, my main has been unbanned. So it feels like that he's gonna be back in action. He didn't publish any videos, anything AB related over the last 4 months. To those guys who are in the community for some time, I don't need to introduce this guy. But bro, if you are new and you have not seen Kiwi, outside of Kimona, he is gentle and friendly. But if he enters the battleground, he's just a demon. He's an absolute rock star in Arena Breakout. He is pushing, he's going for you, and he's gonna hunt you down. There is no escape. He has such amazing skills, speed, accuracy, everything you need. If you don't know him, check him out. And the next one in the list is Breakout Master. Look at this guy. He is pretty much a newcomer. 21 videos, close to 10,000 subscribers. He is actually not just really good in the game, he's really decent in the game. He's having good gameplay. But on top of that, as a creator, he has also very good ideas, comparing good stuff, showing good stuff, and he's adding commentary. I don't know this guy yet personally, but I'm thinking to reach out to him just to say congrats, because he entered Arena Breakout and he's killing it, okay? And look at that. Most of his videos are hitting, I don't know, 40,000, 20,000, which I hope, I'm gonna achieve at one point. But as of today, unfortunately, that's not the case for Shady. Anyways, let's move on. So the last guy I want to talk about is 762 Gaming. And it's not an actual news or update, but he is constantly, every single week posting something that is amazing. Guides, comparisons, thermal gameplay, and it's so satisfying to watch this guy because, he has a friendly voice, chill and relaxing. It's very enjoyable. So definitely check out some of his stuff because the guides are really good. If you're a Timmy, okay, so if you are a low-end player, you might get the feeling that he is just playing high-end stuff. And from his perspective, a cheap loadout starts at, I don't know, 150k. But, just consider that while watching, and then you're gonna understand why he explains things in a way he does. He's simply better than most of us in Arena Breakout, but he really actually freaking deserves every single sub he has. 29,100 by now. Pretty impressive, pretty amazing. He's pretty much unstoppable. And 762, if you are watching this, personally, I want to thank you for commenting on one of my shorts saying that I'm underrated. Highly appreciated. Respect to you. And now let's check some news from Arena Breakout. Honestly, guys, there are so many events and so much stuff happening in the game that I started to lose track of, everything that's happening. We got Secure Ops, Solo Ops, we have the Fart competition like the April's Fool. We're gonna have this duo gold mode. We have lockdown TDM, we have free skins, banana skins, and all kind of stuff. But for me, it's starting to be just a tiny bit overwhelming. So if I, as a creator who spends decent amount of time in Arena Breakout, can't keep up with everything that's happening, then for a casual player, it's like overwhelming. However, I'm really happy that it's not the other way around and we have nothing and the game is dying. So I'm happy that we see new content. But, there is still some stuff that hasn't been addressed and concerns me for quite some time. First of all, the server DeSync. Da-da-da-da! Everybody is commenting about that. And I published multiple shorts to kind of validate that it's actually real and it's not really the ping. Even on a good ping server, I have that. And you can see that I'm way behind the wall when I die. Please, Arena Breakout team, make this a priority because it's a pain point for many and we would appreciate if we wouldn't die because of server desync. We die anyways, okay? Out of 10 games, we keep dying. And then there's one game where we wouldn't die and then we die because of the server desync. And it's fucking annoying, okay? Thanks. The second one, which bothers me for quite some time, and kinda I'm at the edge of that, is that there is no real objective for players who hit 50 million storage value. I'm at 25, sometimes 30, but even for me, I feel like there is no real objective I can achieve. And then I start doing stuff, I start doing challenges or whatever, but there's nothing to fight for. I hit legend pretty easily, okay? I'm a casual player, I'm not skilled, still I hit legend, which shouldn't be the case. I think it was better back in season 1. It was the only season where I didn't hit legend. And yeah, life sucks, but that's the harsh reality. If I'm not on that level, then I shouldn't be able to hit the highest level in the game. Guys, you can actually comment what is your idea? What would be the best objective for players who are highly skilled and have tons of money? Tons of money. Like most of the guys, I talked about 762 Gaming. 300 million storage value. 300 million? Like, he can basically do anything. Over time, people are just going to lose interest. So something has to be done about that. And the third one I want to highlight is TDM, lockdown TDM. I feel like that many people are enjoying that and it's not having a big enough attention. I think there should be a rank system around TDM specifically, okay, outside of the regular ranking, to give the TDM players, like, it relates to the previous point, an objective to climb up the leaderboard. And yeah, it might separate the player base into like two like major groups, but I don't mind. I don't mind. Now it feels like that there's no point playing TDM because there's nothing you can actually gain. No prestige, no reputation, no custom badges, not being able to be on top of the leaderboard. For now, TDM is more like a practice mode because you cannot actually farm good money with that. So I feel if TDM would have just a slightly bit more attention, then it could evolve into something much, much bigger, something people can enjoy. Yeah, I think in the long run, it would definitely help the game. So guys, that's it for the very first shady news episode. Shoot, subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye.